How's it going, guys? I'm going to be making a quick video really fast regarding Thinkorswim and their active trader feature, as well as just some other tips to basically get quicker execution, especially in this market. It's definitely a scalper's market. We're seeing a lot of chop right now, so I got a few requests on Discord as well as Twitter and such, so figured I'd make this video really quick. Like I said, a lot of brokerages are similar to Thinkorswim, but I'd recommend for the simplicity of this video, just go ahead and download Thinkorswim. Many of you probably already have it. It's really simple brokerage. I love it myself. I'm actually currently in the process of transferring other brokerages to Lightspeed, but nonetheless, it's still a great brokerage. I use it on a daily basis, and I'm still using it right now. I just am currently in the process of transferring to another brokerage. So, if you are at this current page, then what we're going to go do is we're going to get everybody reset to the same page. So what you're going to go ahead and do is go to this top right, click on setup, and from there we're going to go ahead and reset our workspace to default. Now I am on the simulated trading right now, but it's no different than if you're on an actual trading platform. It's all the same. So if you go here, I was already doing some of the videos, so it just shows the practice, right? So if you go here, you're going to have a screen that looks something similar to this. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is click on charts right here, and we're going to be brought to this chart screen. We're going to go to this top right, and for the sake of this video, we're going to only be clicking on 4 charts, but say you wanted 6 grids, you can click on 6 grids, have 6 grids. You wanted 8 grids, you can click on 8 grids. For this video, we're going to only do 4, just to keep it nice and simple, and realistically, even when you actually are trading, I think anything more than 6 grids on your, like, unless you have a super wide ultra monitor for your main monitor, then it's kind of noisy having anything more than like 6 actual grids open. So but for this video we're just gonna do 4. So let's go ahead and type in just a common stock that we're all familiar with, Apple, right? Everybody knows what Apple is, so we're going to keep it nice and simple. So specifically this top left stock is usually what I have as the stock that I am trading, right? So the one that I'm trading at the specific moment that I'm planning on executing an order for, right? So everybody has a stock that they're watching currently. So Apple is going to be the one that, for the sake of this video, that we're going to be watching. Next to it is what we want to put our active trader for, and this is what all of you came here for. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. So we want to, since we're trading options, we want to go ahead and click over here on trade, and we're gonna want to find a contract that we're gonna trade. So let's go with the 160 calls. So I'm gonna right click on this. When you right click on it, you're gonna be brought these different options. We're gonna go down here where it says copy, and it's gonna have a bunch of it's gonna have some letters. It's gonna say Apple, and then it's gonna have a bunch of numbers behind it. It's the 220318. 160 calls, right? So you're gonna go ahead and click that and copy that. You're gonna go back to charts, and one sec, I'm gonna remove these really fast. You should have something similar to this screen, so I'm gonna just remove this really fast so you guys can all see, so it's not super cluttered. But if you don't have something that's called watch list yet, you're gonna go here to this bottom left. It's gonna say add gadget. You're gonna have this drop down menu. Click on watch list. From there, you're gonna highlight. You're gonna click this little button, and you're going to copy that that code that you saved for the options contract. And from here on this watch list, you're going to want to head and create a link for it. So we're just going to go with the red number 1. And from there, we're going to also want to link this other grid next to Apple. And now this contract is linked to that. I want to unlink this because I don't want that linked to that, but I want this link there. I don't want it showing charts. I want this to be an active trader, and I want to show time and sales, and I want the level 2 for the contract. So here are the few different things that we want showing for our contract, and this is, like I said, this is very similar to what my actual setup is when I'm trading throughout the day. Let me see. So this has, what does this have? VWAP? Theoretical option price. I don't want that. Okay, yeah, remove that. Alright, cool. I don't even know why this is showing the option contract. Alright, there we go. Perfect. So now we have Apple, and right here on this right side is our actual active trader. Now if the market was open, all we'd have to simply do is press right here, and normally you'd have to press like two clicks, but what you can do is press down on this drop down and press auto send. There you go. And this is how you adjust your quantities, right? So if you can't see this right here, there's a little arrow. Go click on it. If you only wanted to buy one contract, type in one contract. If you want two, you type in two, right? They also have these few different options right here. If you want 30, 50, 200 contracts. For the sake of this video, we'll just do 10. Right, like I said, I'm filming this after market open, so we can't actually execute any orders. But if I was pressing right here, this would be a limit order for 10. You can see it came down here on our level 2. You can see the order at 135. You can execute it there, or if you wanted to just buy market, you could press buy market, or you could sell market. And the thing you need to keep in mind is, since we have auto send on, you only have to press it once and it's going to execute just like that, right? So it's kind of a love and hate relationship with it, based on the fact that if you press anywhere on this, you only have to press once and it's going to go through. So be very careful, right? No, don't get too trigger happy. That can be a mistake for you. But it makes orders a lot quicker. So that's something to keep in mind. And the main, a lot of people are asking, okay, what's the difference? Why is this so beneficial, right? Well, normally if you wanted to trade an option contract, you'd have to say you're looking at Apple. You're like, oh, quick, I need to get in some contracts really fast. You'd have to go all the way over here to trade. You'd have to look up Apple, and then you'd have to find the contract. You'd have to click on it, and you'd have to adjust your prices, right? You'd have to be like, I want 5, and I want to confirm and send. You'd have to press that, and then you'd have to press send again. Like, there's so many different things that you have to press if you wanted to get into Apple contracts. In comparison, if you set up your watch list prior in the day, you said, I know that I'm going to be trading these 160 calls. For Apple, let's say you're also watching Boeing for the day, right? You're looking at Boeing because they just got some news. They had some type of catalyst. So you said, hey, Boeing's got some good volume today. I'm going to be watching them over 190, right? 190 is pretty big resistance. So I'm going to be looking at Boeing today right at open. So I'm going to go ahead and get some contracts ready just in case they start making some type of move right at market open. So I'm going to look at these 190 calls for weeklies. I'm going to copy their ID, and I'm going to throw that right in my watch list so I can be ready to go if Boeing starts making moves. So now simply, right, so since this watch list is connected to our active trader, all I have to do is press Boeing, and now I can execute my order just like that as well. I just press it 10 right here, comes through at the level 2, you can see. As well as if the market was actually open, you'd be able to see all the level 2 and the orders coming through for the actual contracts. But that's realistically the big advantage of active trader in comparison to if you didn't. You have to go here, click all this. The big thing is setting up a watch list and having all those different stocks that you're going to be watching throughout the day already ready. So find the contracts, find the stocks that you're watching, and then just throw them in your watch list. And all you have to do is write it open. If you see them moving, you just click on the contract that you want, and you're like, okay, I'm waiting for it to break this level. So let's say we're looking at Apple. Boom, we're waiting for this thing to break above 160. It breaks above that 160 resistance, and we buy in market. We get in some contracts, it makes it to 160.5, and we sell those at market, or you could limit in and limit out, that type of thing. And that's really the big thing to it. Now, just to finish this video, I'll show you more of kind of my main monitor setup, right? If a majority of you are probably only trading with one monitor, some of you may have more, which is great. You have a few more advantages, but like I said, anything probably over 6 grids is kind of a little bit too noisy for the average trader. But I'm going to show you something really quick of kind of what I would be that's more similar to the stocks that I always have charted throughout the whole entire day. So I have my S&P futures charted throughout the whole entire day, right? This is just something that I like to be following, and I want to know what ES is at throughout the whole entire day, and I want to know what /NQ is at the entire day. So that's your NASDAQ futures. and your S&P futures. And then right here, I would have VIX. So VIX is your volatility index. That is inversing your S&P, right? So VIX is, when VIX is going up, then usually SPY is going down, right? When SPY is going up, VIX is usually going down, right? So they're usually going pretty much opposite of each other. And as you become a more skilled trader, you'll really find that these three stocks, or these three things, you're going to want to have charted on your platform pretty much 24/7. You're always going to want to know what their levels are at, because it's very beneficial to getting correct entries and orders, right? And even if you're trading these specific, like solely, you're going to want to know what those are at. But VIX is really something that a lot of good traders, as you continue to trade, will really stick with it and follow it. But with that being said, I mean, that's the video for you. If you got any questions, make sure to leave them down below. I can do a more thorough, in-depth video on how to trade using VIX, NASDAQ, and ES in a future one. But with that said, there you go. Have a good one, guys.